The Galactic Council's emergency session had been called for the third time in as many cycles, and High Arbiter Zixthon could feel the familiar weight of dread settling in his crystalline thorax. The holographic displays around the circular chamber showed the same terrifying data that had haunted their collective nightmares for months. "The human has done it again," announced Counselor Veltara, her chitinous mandibles clicking nervously. "Sector 7 Alpha. Complete biological reformation. What took our best terraforming crews 3 standard years, this creature accomplished in 17 rotations." Murmurs of fear rippled through the assembled delegates. The Zephyrian representatives' gaseous form flickered with anxiety, while the stone-skinned Gorlites visibly shuddered despite their legendary stoicism. Dr. Sarah Chen had no idea she was the subject of galactic terror. At that moment, she was crouched beside a crystalline pool on the desolate moon of Kepler 442c, watching microscopic organisms dance under her field microscope with the same wonder she'd felt as a child discovering tadpoles in her grandmother's pond. "Fascinating," she whispered to her AI assistant, Aria. "The silicon-based microbes here have developed a symbiotic relationship with the mineral deposits. If I can just modify their metabolic pathway slightly..." Aria's synthesized voice carried a note of concern that Sarah had programmed into it years ago. "Dr. Chen, the atmospheric composition reading suggests this environment is lethal to most known life forms. Perhaps we should..." "Nonsense," Sarah interrupted, already pulling out her portable gene sequencer. "Life finds a way, Aria. We just need to help it along." What the Galactic Council feared most about humans wasn't their military might or technological prowess, though both were considerable. It wasn't their stubborn refusal to follow established protocols or their alarming tendency to solve problems by hitting them with hammers. No, what truly terrified the galaxy's elder races was something far more insidious. Human curiosity coupled with their absolute inability to accept that something was impossible. The Vorthak Empire had spent millennia trying to terraform hostile worlds using massive atmospheric processors and genetic modification chambers that cost more than entire star systems. The process was slow, methodical, and above all, predictable. Then humans had arrived on the galactic scene with their compact laboratories and their inexplicable habit of making friends with the most dangerous organisms in the universe. Dr. Chen had been assigned to survey Kepler 442c as punishment duty. The AI Galactic Survey Corps thought the radiation-soaked wasteland would humble the upstart human scientist. Instead, she had looked at the barren landscape and seen potential. "The sulfur-based atmospheric composition isn't a problem, it's a resource," she had explained to her increasingly horrified alien colleagues. "These crystalline formations aren't obstacles, they're natural laboratories, and these toxic microorganisms, they're the solution, not the problem." 6 months later, what had been a dead rock was showing signs of complex ecosystem development. Sarah had somehow convinced the native microbes to work together, creating a cascade effect that was transforming the moon's entire biosphere. She had done it not with massive machines or centuries of planning, but with a field kit that could fit in a backpack and an apparently supernatural ability to see potential where others saw only death. Back in the council chambers, emergency protocols were being activated. "She started teaching the local species," reported Intelligence Director Korthval, his normally steady voice cracking. "The crystalline entity native to Sector 12 has begun exhibiting signs of advanced problem-solving. The human calls it collaborative evolution." High Arbiter Zixthon felt his ancient hearts skip several beats. Humans had been bad enough when they were just unexpectedly competent. But now they were spreading their particular brand of chaos-turned-creativity to other species. Dr. Chen, meanwhile, was having the time of her life. She had just discovered that the crystalline beings on Kepler 442c were not only sentient, but possessed a form of biological computing that put quantum processors to shame. Better yet, they seemed genuinely excited about her project to create a self-sustaining ecosystem. The beautiful thing about cooperation, she explained to her new, crystalline friend, resonance of growing things, is that everybody wins. You get a more diverse environment to explore. These microbes get new energy sources, and the moon gets to be alive instead of dead. It's not rocket science. Resonance of growing things, pulsed with what Sarah had learned was amusement. The humans' casual approach to impossibility was refreshing after eons of rigid scientific orthodoxy. What the Galactic Council failed to understand was that humans didn't see the universe as a collection of problems to be solved through proper procedures and established methodologies. They saw it as an infinite playground of possibilities, where every obstacle was just a puzzle waiting for the right perspective. 3 weeks later, Kepler 442c officially achieved Class M biosphere status, the fastest terraforming success in galactic history. The Council's response was to offer Dr. Chen a position as special advisor for impossible projects, along with a generous stipend and a polite request that she please, for the love of all that was sacred, warn them before attempting anything else. Dr. Chen accepted the position with characteristic human enthusiasm and immediately requested assignment to the galaxy's most challenging dead world. The Galactic Council approved the request unanimously, though they all secretly began updating their insurance policies. After all, the universe was a large place and Dr. Sarah Chen was just getting started.